everybody, and welcome back to Journey with God VBS. We hope that you are excited for today. I know that I'm excited, my family's excited. There's going to be some great music and activities. So yeah, we hope that you are ready and excited for all that God is going to do this day. Now, yesterday we learned that when we are afraid, God rescues. And today we are going to learn that when we are having a bad day, God provides. And so I want you to say that with me this morning. Would you stand up wherever you're at? Don't stand on your couch. No, get down on the floor. And I want you to say that with me. Can you do that? I'm going to say, when we are having a bad day, and I want you to respond with, God provides. So let's do that together. When we are having a bad day, God provides. Very good job. Now, today is also a special day because we have a service project that we want you to do together with your family. So what we want you to do is we want you to create a card that you are going to give to a mail person or the person that collects your garbage or compost. We want you to make a card for them, just thanking them for all that they do in providing for you and your family. So make that, draw a picture on it. You might even want to put the memory verse that we have. Do you remember our memory verse? We're going to say it together in a moment, but I want you to put that on the card and then take a picture of it, put it in the mailbox, and then we're going to ask you to share that picture to your church leaders, whoever your VBS leader is at your church. We want you to share that with them so that they can see that you are doing this great activity of blessing the lives of people in our community who often get overlooked, sadly. They provide for us, and sometimes we take that for granted. So we want to thank them for all that they do for us. Now, I said we're going to go back to that memory verse, remember? So let's say that memory verse together. It comes from Deuteronomy 31, verse 8. This is what it says. And join with me as we say this together. It is the Lord who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not fail you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed. So make sure that you memorize that, and remember, when we are having a bad day, what do you have to say? God provides. Now, Miss Rachel is going to come here in a moment and lead us in some more songs. So stay where you are and get ready for a great day.
Is called the Happy Dance, and there's a lot of different options that you can do to participate in this video. Another option is to, you probably have, when you watch the video, you're going to see me using some instruments that look like this. They're called egg shakers. So another choice that you can do to follow along and be musical is to make your own type of shaker instrument.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to make a shaker at home. So here I have an empty water bottle and a bag of popcorn kernels. So I'm going to put the funnel in the bottle and dump the kernels in. Alright. And then usually I would super glue the cap so that it doesn't fall off and these don't get everywhere. So you can shake these. I also have one with rice, one with black beans, brown beans, or you could just use a jar of peanuts.
This song is a very upbeat song and talks a lot about dancing. So you can just follow along by doing movement, and you can make up your own dancing if you want to, or like with some of the other songs, you can keep the beat by clapping or by tapping your knees or your shoulders, any kind of way that you can move around with the music. is bursting, Lord, to tell of all you've done. How you changed my life and wiped away the past. I wanna shout it out from every rooftop, sing. For now I know that God is for me, not against me. I could sing unending songs of how you saved my soul, and I could dance 1,000 miles because of your great love. My heart is bursting, Lord, to tell of all you've done, of how you've changed my life and wiped away the past. I wanna shout it out from every rooftop, sing. For now I know that God is for me, not against me. I could sing unending songs of how you saved my soul, and I could dance 1,000 miles because of your great love. Everybody's singing now, 'cause we're so happy. Everybody's dancing now, 'cause we're so happy. If only we could see your face, see you smiling over us, and unseen angels celebrate. Hey, for joy is in this place. Oh, I could sing unending songs of how you saved my soul, and I could dance 1,000 miles because of your great love. One more time. Oh, I could sing unending songs of how you saved my soul, and I could dance 1,000 miles because of your great love. Oh God, you are my God, and I will ever praise you. Oh God, you are my God, and I will ever praise you. I will seek you in the morning, and I will learn to walk in your ways, and step by step you'll lead me, and I will follow you all of my days. Oh God, you are my God, and I will ever praise you. Oh God, you are my God, and I will ever praise you. I will seek you in the morning, and I will learn to walk in your ways, and step by step you'll lead me, and I will follow you all of my days. And step by step you'll lead me, and I will follow you all of my days.
Hi, my name is Pastor Mark, and I'm one of the pastors at Oxford Presbyterian Church, and I am so excited that you are here with us at Vacation Bible School. This is a very different Vacation Bible School this year because all of us are stuck at home. Being stuck at home means sometimes we don't get to do all of the things that we want to do. Maybe you've had to give up certain things that you really like to do. Sometimes when we give up things, we really wish that we could have them back. But sometimes when we give up other things, we discover that we really didn't need them in the first place. It turns out that we had exactly what we needed right here all along. We have just enough. We have everything we need because God provides. Sometimes it's easy to forget that we have everything that we need. If we get scared or tired or maybe a little nervous, we start to think that we need more and more and more. And sometimes we wind up making decisions that we really shouldn't make. Today, I want to tell you the story of how Moses and the Israelites learned this important lesson long ago. When Moses and the Israelites had woken up that morning, God had covered their camp with manna. Can you say manna? Manna is the name of a very fine bread, and it means, what is it? Because when the Israelites first saw it, they didn't know what it was. So Moses told them to gather up as much of the bread as they could so that they would have plenty to eat. But don't leave any of the bread out overnight, Moses said, or it will rot and go bad. If you leave the bread out overnight, it will not be good to eat. So the Israelites spent all day gathering bread, but some of them didn't listen to Moses. They left some of the bread out overnight. The next morning, the bread had become rotten and covered with worms. It was not good to eat. This made Moses very angry. Moses told them that if they followed God's instructions, God would provide them with everything they needed. They would have good food to eat along their journey. So the Israelites followed God's instructions, and they had plenty of delicious bread along their trip towards God's promised land. Have you ever made a decision that you shouldn't make? I have. It happens to all of us. Sometimes when this happens, we can learn some very important lessons, just like Moses and the Israelites learned some important lessons along their journey. I wonder what that lesson would have looked like if we imagined that their journey was kind of like a trip in the car with our family.
Oh my goodness. It feels like we've been traveling forever.
Yeah, Moses, we're starving. Do we have anything to eat?
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. Maybe we can find some food somewhere.
Hey, what's this?
What are you doing?
I think I found some food under the seat.
What are you eating? Ew, gross!
Is that still in the car? That was from 2 weeks ago.
Don't eat that!
You, David!
Oh, hold on. God is calling us.
Moses, a blessed good morning to you.
Good morning, God.
Thank you, Moses. I know you all have been traveling in the desert for a very long time, but please tell my followers not to eat the food left underneath the seat of the car. It has become rotten and is not good to eat. Follow my instructions, Moses, and I will lead you and my people into a land with good food to eat.
Thanks, God.
Okay, now listen, you two. I know you're both tired and maybe a little scared. And sometimes when we get tired or nervous or scared, we feel tempted to make decisions that we shouldn't make. Take a deep breath. Listen to God.
And God will provide.
Moses, can I have some of your coffee?
Absolutely not.
Being cooped up at home day after day after day is not always very fun. Sometimes we get tired or scared or upset, and we make decisions that we shouldn't make. If you start to feel tired or sad or upset, I want to teach you a little trick. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in God's mercy and breathe out God's grace. The next time that you start to feel sad or angry or upset, just try that little trick. Take a deep breath in and then take a deep breath out. You can also talk to your parents, your grandparents, or your friends about it too. Sometimes that can help. You can also talk about it with God. Breathing in God's mercy and breathing out God's grace reminds us that God is with us on the journey, even through times of uncertainty, and God has provided us with everything that we need. Thank you for joining me here at Storytime. I'll see you next time.
For the game Move the Manna, you will need 2 large bowls, 2 large spoons, and about 20 cotton balls. The cotton balls will represent manna. First, put all 20 cotton balls inside one of the bowls. Then, blindfold the first player so that he or she cannot see anything. Then, in 20 seconds, the first player will try to move the manna into the other bowl as fast as he or she can. Then, have player 1 take off their blindfold so that they can see how much manna they got in the other bowl. Then it's player 2's turn. Have them put on the blindfold and scoop cotton balls or manna into the other bowl. Whoever gets the most cotton balls after 20 seconds in the other bowl is the winner. For this game, you'll need 1 non-see-through bag. When God's people were starving in the desert, He sent them food called manna. They called the flaky bread manna because it meant, what is it? Today we're gonna play a guessing game called What Is It to see if we can guess the items in this bag just by touching them. But you will also need to find some things around the house, like maybe a pair of car keys, or a spoon, or even a toy ball. Choose one player to go first, and that player will choose one of the items, place it inside of the bag. The second player will get 10 seconds to guess what is in the bag. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! Whichever player can guess the most items is the winner. For the game Collect the Manna, each player will need his or her own Collect the Manna game board, his or her own basket, 1 die, and you will also need to use whatever you want for manna. It could be cotton balls, or cereal, or even marshmallows. On player 1's turn, they will roll the die. Look at the bottom of the board once you've rolled and match the dice with the number. Then do the action that it says at the bottom. Then it's player 2's turn.
How to make manna. First, preheat your oven to 250 degrees. Ingredients. You will need oyster crackers or Chex cereal, 1/4 cup of honey, 1/4 cup of butter or margarine, and a little bit of optional cinnamon. Steps! Mine honey and butter in a microwave-safe bowl. Microwave until bubbly. Pour Chex or oyster crackers into a bowl. Pour honey and butter mixture over Chex or crackers. Stir manna until each piece is evenly coated in the honey and butter. Put a piece of parchment paper on a cookie sheet. Place manna on pan and sprinkle cinnamon on top if you'd like. Bake manna for about 5 minutes or until dry. Then, enjoy!
Hi, I'm Kim.
And I'm Mary.
Welcome to VBS. We're here to show you how to make a paper plate box. This is all you need: scissors, a paper plate, tape, and possibly staple. We made a few samples to show you. This is one box that we made using stickers and a strip of paper from an old project that we used to decorate. This one is another sample that we used small tape from the dollar store and then a ribbon to make a bow, and we used it for a friend who's not well to put in some items to make her day. Our third sample, we used scraps of ribbon that we had around the house, and we were using this to make a long handle that we could hang over our mailbox for the mail carrier or on someone's door to thank them for doing something special or for the service that they're giving our community. And we filled it with treats that they might like.
If you want to color your plate first, you have to do it before you fold it, and you can use markers, crayons, or even colored pencils if you want.
Kim, and I wanted to show you the steps for making your paper plate box. The first thing to keep in mind, if you want to color on your plate, make sure you do it on the flat side, not the shiny side of the plate, or the crayon won't stay on the plate. So if you want to do that, I made a pattern like this to show you the black lines where to cut and the pink lines showing you where to fold your box. So I thought I would show you very quickly how to make your box. We're going to use Mary's ocean theme project to cut the plate. So I take my scissors and just make a small cut, and about 2 inches over, make another cut. I turn the plate and I will do it again on this side. So that's all the cutting you need to do. Then we take the plate and fold it over to make a crease like this. So your plate looks like this, and it starts the sides of the box. You fold up the tabs on the end to make the ends of your box, like that. Next, we bring your plate on the ends around like this. You can use tape to hold your box, but we thought it was better to use a small stapler so that it will be secure. So I just put one staple in on that side, and I turn my box around and fold in my ends again. And I take my stapler again and staple that side of the box. And you have a box.
So one idea I had for my box that I've already colored blue is to use these cutesy creature stickers and make an ocean world. So I've done this side already. I put one big fish from this pack, and then I've put a bunch of these little puffy fish to make the ocean world come to life. So on this side I've put a big red fish, and I'm gonna add some little fish on here too to make his world come to life. Add a little dolphin over there, a little tang right here, and a little one right here. Ta-da!
All right, we are now at the end of our second day together. I hope that you learned a lot of great things about God today through the ancient Israelites and their experience with God in the desert. Now, we want you to remember that when we are having a bad day, God provides. No matter how bad that day is, God always provides for us. Remember, you have that service project that we want you to do. Please do that as soon as possible and put it in the mailbox or leave it for somebody in our community to just thank them for all that they do in providing for us. God uses those people to provide for us, so we want to thank them for all that they do. Now, Miss Rachel is going to come back again and lead us in our song, so I want you to get up wherever you're at and let's sing together.
Sing. For now I know that God is for me, not against me. I could sing unending songs of how you saved my soul, and I could dance 1,000 miles because of your great love. My heart is bursting, Lord, to tell of all you've done, of how you've changed my life and wiped away the past. I wanna shout it out from every rooftop, sing. For now I know that God is for me, not against me. I could sing unending songs of how you saved my soul, and I could dance 1,000 miles because of your great love. Everybody's singing now, 'cause we're so happy. Everybody's dancing now, 'cause we're so happy. If only we could see your face, see you smiling over us, and unseen angels celebrate. Hey, the joy is in this place. Oh,